Welcome to Éxito in Minutes. I'm here with
Alex Espinosa,
my co-host, and I'm Troy Blanchard. Thanks for joining us today. We're super excited. Éxito in Minutes is all focused about how in minutes we can learn the best practices, valuable tips to help you achieve your full potential. We're inviting experts to come in and they're going to share inspirational stories. Our main purpose is when you're concluding listening to these podcasts that you will be a better person and take some of those best practices, learn not just from us, but from our guests. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to Éxito in Minutes. I'm here with my co-host,
Alex Espinosa.
And we are so excited. We have Marcelo here with us. Marcelo, give us your full name.
Marcelo Blacio.
Marcelo Blacio. Marcelo, thanks for being here. Marcelo is a digital business consultant. And so I am excited for this podcast. I'm excited to hear. We recorded first in Spanish, so we're going to switch to English now. Marcelo obviously speaks English. That's why he's here with us. And we want to just start off by talking a little bit about yourself. So why don't you just present yourself a little bit, and then we have a few questions for you.
Okay. I am a digital business consultant. I started in Tecnológico de Monterrey in the business school. I got a certification with Microsoft and Mimo with full stack development, and also a certificate with Fashion Week Academy in digital fashion business.
Which is amazing.
It's amazing.
So I think a lot of times people will hear like where we're at in our lives and they're like, whoa, but let's go back to the beginning. Like start at the very beginning. Like how did this start?
It started when I learned how to programming at 17. With my first languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And I started to make my first blogs. Instagram just born. So I thought it's going to be a digital economy in the future. And I say, I love it. It's the kind of thing that I can do forever in my life.
And this is 17.
Yeah.
So but how did you learn?
Alone by YouTube.
Just going on YouTube.
Wow, that's amazing.
So audience, just so you know, if you want to learn a skill, I always say first manifest it that you want to do it, create a plan, and then obviously, like Marcelo did, is he just got on and started learning, become that expert. And that's who you became, is that expert when on YouTube. Okay, so you're on YouTube and you're sitting there learning, and then from the age of 17 until you got your first job to apply digital marketing or digital help, right, for companies. How old were you, and how did that happen?
It happens because a big company wanted a consultant to do data transformation. So I knew how to do it, and we make a deal. So it was my first job.
At how old?
17, 18. I was in the transition.
So how many people would hire an 18-year-old to be a consultant for a digital transformation? That's impressive.
Yeah, for me it was very impressive. Probably this video gonna... This director is gonna see this video, so I'm very grateful because they gave me the opportunity. They trust on me, and it was good because this trust helped me to grow in the future. So with my first phase, I bought my suit, and I went to the company after the college. I went to the company to be with the directors, helping them to migrate everything from a big laptop to a small iPad. So for them it was very, very nice to go just with an iPad to a meeting.
Oh yeah.
Just one iPad born, no?
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. You know, Marcelo, hearing your story, I think is super inspirational. At the very beginning, you're finding, it doesn't matter if you're 17 or 57, right? Getting on YouTube, learning, becoming an expert. Huge shout out to that director, right? Because I feel like in companies, we have to develop our people, and developing our people is the most important. She was it a she or a he? Both gave you an opportunity to go into their company, do a digital transformation, and you got to learn and grow. While you're at that company, did you get exposed to, how did you grow and develop? I think you mentioned the Spanish podcast that maybe I thought I heard something about Forbes or something. I can't remember now at this point. Oh, you're on TV or media. Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
When I was young, I was doing a lot of reviews in blog and Twitter. So Sony gave me a gift, a camera. They told me, okay, we like your content. It's about technology, about the startups. We like it. This is for you. And I took this camera and I was taking photos in many ways. And creating content, and the people like my content a lot because I was saying about BlackBerry gonna go down, and nobody believed that, and you know what's happening now.
Yeah, there's a movie on it. Watch it.
Yeah.
Fascinating business movie. So from there, okay, now you're transitioning, right? You get this great experience, and then somehow you end up in Mexico. What happened? How did you get to Mexico?
How I was applying for my university, so I had a friend. She told me, "Hey, I am in tech now in this very good school, so probably it's for you." And okay, I started to apply. I was very scared because normally the university exams are really hard. And I say, okay, this is the top one business school in Latam. Gonna be hard.
Yes.
So I needed to study a lot to pass this exam and to go there, and also prepare myself because I was finishing the high school and I just had like 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't have vacation. I just go direct, and I had the time to go. And my parents told me, "Okay, it's your decision. Do it alone." And I started to do all the documentation, all the visas, and all the stuff alone, like younger. And it's good because my job give me the opportunity to save a bit for my studies. So it was very good.
Well, congratulations. That's really cool. That's very cool that you got a scholarship, sorry, that you got a scholarship. Marcelo gets a scholarship. You get down to Mexico, you don't know anybody, right? Just a few people, maybe one, two?
Yeah, I just make one friend from El Salvador there.
Yeah. And how was that? How did your friend group develop? How did that, what did you do?
It a lot. First, we were many people from Latam, Mexico, like El Salvador, Panama, Ecuador. So we were a small group. So it was the first circle, no? But after when I went to school, I just discovered amazing minds, really creative minds, cool people with really cool values. And I said, okay, I want to be with them, and they are still my best friends.
They're still to this day
Yeah,
your
yeah,
best
yeah,
friends.
of course. And they are really successful. And we have a different kind of conversations. Like even when we are just for a walk, we walk and we talk about ideas. We talk about how to be better, each one. We listen each other. So we build each other with this group of friends all the time. And we help each other in many ways.
I love that. I think, we're learning here the importance of friendship, right? And how important that friendship was for you, right? In a new country, that you still now have these friends. One of your philosophies you said in the Spanish was to circle yourself around friends. Tell us about what you were.
You are the average of people who's around you.
Got you.
So 5 people around you, you can be proud or you can be sad.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of which kind of friends are around me because I know I can get success not only for me. It's all because it's a network.
Yeah, and you're helping them.
Yeah.
If you're around a group of friends and they're not contributing to your success, or you don't feel like you can help them in their success, then I would say add a few friends and remove a few. Put them into the outer circle. It sounds harsh, but success also, like Marcelo is saying, he's advocating it's the sum total of your friendships and those people you surround yourself with. And so I love that you've, with intention, surround yourself with people that love tech, that love to help each other, that love to think, and they're involved in continuous improvement. So I love that aspect. We want to go to the next. Alex, what would be a good? I don't want to miss anything we talked about in the Spanish pods. And what are some other things that we should bring up here?
Well, your circle of influence is very important. So how would you compare the people where you were surrounded before you go to the tech and after? Is there any difference? Is there people that you're still hanging out? Can you see something like, okay, I rather prefer to be surrounded by this or that, or maybe you have the same quality of friends
I think I have the same quality because they also grown, no? And obviously in other countries I meet really interesting business people, but my friends have this, so this is more important than all the stuff. And they grow with me, we grow together. And also with clients, like many of my clients, I always told to them, I do friends. They are not clients, they are friends. So if I help you to grow, you help me to grow, and we are friends forever.
And now talking about this, is like there's always opportunities where we can share our knowledge. And I've seen and I've known many people that they feel that by, I don't know, maybe threatened, or they just feel afraid to share what they know. And the problem is when you don't share your knowledge, it'll stick with you. And maybe it is because, okay, I don't want any of my teammates to overcome me and get the position I'm looking for. So is that an impact? Is something that you can do when you share your knowledge that will impact positively to others and yourself as well?
I think the transfer of technology and knowledge is very important for the evolution of societies. I don't say that. All the books in anthropology say that. No? So it's very important that we share the experience. Like we always say, the bad words that happens, because in business not everything is okay. Yeah. We can share also the bad experience and know how to make it better. Yeah. No? So this is very important.
I want to move to the next question, which is, we talked a little bit about in the other podcast about what does a company do? You know, what specific are some things if they want to add more technology? Not only companies that have money, but also those companies that maybe don't have a budget to do a technology or implementation transformation update. What would be some suggestions you have?
Suggestions like, before start to build any technology, is resolve a market need. No, your customer needs are more important than everything, because customer is evolving all the time. And also, if you don't have a highest budget, example with ads, no, with knowledge, with education, with training, you can do better optimization. So it's always also optimization, because if you don't have a lot of resources, but you know how to do it, you can launch.
And I feel like it's the same like with the lean methodology. You're looking at your current processes and optimizing. It sounds like the same in the digital. Find the pain points, optimize where you can if you don't have the budget. What if you do have budget? What's something that you find working with businesses is something that, you know, that you would implement with technology? I guess you would have to know where they're at in technology, but any suggestions?
Time management, project management. Also to be sure your team can get the goal. You know, I was listening an interview from Musk last week, and he was saying, I want to go to Uranus. So his mind changed. It's not only Mars. Now he's searching for the team who wants to go to Uranus. And it connects with the friends. Like, imagine if you tell to your friends, hey, I want to go to Mars, launch a rocket to the moon. Probably many of them gonna say you are crazy. Yeah. But the others who believe gonna go with you in the rocket.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're liking this podcast, what we ask is you go down and click subscribe and share it. We're asking that because that would help us to get to a greater audience. Our motive has always been, how can we help others? And in the course of us helping others is sharing knowledge that you're learning. So please click subscribe and share with others. All right, let's continue.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, thinking about this and the best practices, what would be your recommendation for companies to introduce the culture of innovation to every business?
Culture of innovation, first process. Like, innovation is not only about technology, it's about process, it's about people. So also train your people, keep your people. I always say, like, the principal KPI is keep people inspired.
I like that. I like that. Not key performance indicator. Keep people inspired. I like it. Keep going.
Yeah, I love it, because I think passion is very important to get the goals. And I try to be surrounded and work with people who's passionate about what are they doing. It's the best way to get the goal fast and efficient.
Do you remember, Troy, when we talked about atomic habits, and a suggestion that we gave is like, take 10 or 15 minutes every day within your groups, either you're a manager or you're in front of a company, to train your people. That's kind of a great way to invest in creating a new culture, because I think that's the hardest thing to do.
Love it. We got to have a whole podcast on culture again. We've been touching on it lots of different podcasts, but I think culture is just the basis of everything for success for your company. And I love that. I love what Marcelo is presenting. I've never heard it before, is keep people inspired as a play on an acronym, right? On words on this acronym. I think at this point, we have learned some great valuable lessons, but I'm dying to hear the second part. So we're gonna keep you a little bit of a cliffhanger. Marcelo starts in his bedroom with YouTube, and he ends up just recently going to Dubai, presenting to the royal family. How does one in Ecuador start in YouTube, self-learning, and then end up having this incredibly difficult but challenging and rewarding experience of going to Dubai? So stay tuned. Thanks for joining us, Marcelo. Part 2 is coming up.